Yo, so what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics. We're continuing to evolve. We got a new stack of comic books because guess what, y'all? It's New Comic Book Wednesday. Check me out, find out what's in my bag. Alright, so I'm back with another episode. This is a very small stack. I got a really small stack compared to my normal pickups, which is a good thing because in the grand scheme of things, as far as collecting comics, it can be rather expensive if every week you're going out and you're purchasing comic books. You do have to kind of budget yourself, and there's a lot of stuff out there that you're going to love and a lot of stuff that you're going to want. But you got to think about if you're picking up new stuff, if you're picking up back issues, or you're trying to pick up some key issues, it can be kind of costly. And especially if there's something out there that is rather difficult to get, that's very rare and it's very hard to find. And today I got something like that in my stack that I plan on showing you. So first up, I'm going to show you what I picked up from Boom Studios. And this is Basilisk #1. This is the second printing. And this is a dope cover. This is a dope book. It's written by Cullen Bunn. And the artwork is by Jonathan Scharf. I guess that's how you say the name, Scharf. Again, I'm killing people's name, but y'all can read, I hope. So anyway, you see the name. And this has been a pretty great. So this has been a pretty good start for them as far as this book 1. I can't wait to see what happens in book 2. Basically what it is these individuals, they're up in these mountains and they start to come down and they come across this town and something happens and there's some supernatural stuff going on. And then the young lady on the cover, I'm not sure if she's going to be the star throughout the series, but she's accosted by another young lady who holds her at gunpoint. Find out they have some things in common, and some other people come to try to kill them both. So like I say, the start was absolutely great. These covers have been dope as hell. They kind of give you a little peek into the story, but they don't tell too much of the story. So this is something that I've really enjoyed this series. I anticipated it coming out, and voila, here we are. Next up, I have from that, and by the way, that was the only thing from Boom Studios that I picked up this week. Next up is my one pickup from Aftershocks Comics, and this is The Girls of Dimension 13. So if you check it out, this is something that was in my 2 in review video, and this is issue number 3. So I did the second one, and I told you guys how much I really like the series so far, and it was something that I was caught up in. I'm really digging it. It's written by Graham Nolan, and the artwork is by Brett Blevins. Artwork is great. The storyline is great so far. And this is another one that you're trying to find out what happens to these 4 young ladies who are on some sort of a rescue mission, and they're traveling through other dimensions, and they have this evil guy that's this evil demon that's trying to kill them, and his little minions. So it's a pretty good book. So this is a good jumping on point. Like I say, it's only number 3, so you guys can go back and get number 1 and 2 and get caught up on the series, and you'll have something dope to read. Alright, so next up is Money Shot number 12, and this is from Volt Comics. This is the explicit cover. I have a regular cover that's coming. I'll put the little graphic up so you can check it out. But this is the explicit cover, and if you watch some of my other videos when I talked about this book, this is more of a sexually oriented type book. Not for kids, definitely. It's about a group of explorers going out into outer space, and they're making, for lack of a better way to say it, they're making porn with aliens. And it's, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into that kind of comic, this is a great pickup. The artwork is great. The storyline is funny because it kind of mingles in with them trying to get adjusted to these alien cultures. They always seem to offend somebody or do something wrong, so they go with intentions on having sex, but they end up running for their lives in the end. And yeah, it's been a dope book. The last issue, issue 11, was actually the start of a new arc. So if you want to jump onto this, this is a good starting point. You can pick up number 11 and then catch up to this one at 12, or you can go all the way back to the beginning and catch the first arc as well. But that's Money Shots number 12 by Vault Comics. Can't show you the other side. Alright, so for my Marvel books this week, I got a couple of Marvel books, and first up from Chip Zdarsky and the gang, it's Daredevil number 31. And you see the angel, I don't know if this is supposed to be the angel of death or whatever. The other cover, I believe it's cover B, is one of the Spider-Man variant, enemy variants, and that one has the Shocker on the cover. And if you look here, you'll see a mask that looks like it may be the Shocker's mask, and then the Daredevil's mask. I don't know how they come across the Shocker, if that's even in the story, but Daredevil is still locked up. He's still trying to battle the other inmates that are in jail and trying to navigate his way to not get killed by, some of the people that he's put away. Plus, the Kingpin is on the outside still trying to set him up to get him killed. Now there's a new enemy on the way as well. So Daredevil is like in a isolated location, locked up in the prison, and he has all these people trying to kill him, leaving Elektra, his girlfriend, out on the streets trying to protect Hell's Kitchen. This has been a pretty great series since I jumped on. I do believe I jumped on probably at 24, 25. I can't remember, but I jumped onto this series right as Daredevil, Matt Murdock. Well, Daredevil, because they don't know that he's Matt Murdock in the prison system because he still is wearing his mask. But right when he went to prison is when I jumped on, and it's been pretty dope since then. Next up is the giant size Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Chameleon Conspiracy, issue 1. I do believe this is going to be a one-shot. This one is also connected to the Chameleon Conspiracy, and that was 67, 68, and 69 in those books as part 1, 2, and 3. But I did pick those up as well. I like this cover. I want to show you this real quick. I like this cover because there's another cover with Kraven the Hunter, and he has all the different people's masks that he's hunted down or whatever, or he's trying to hunt down. But this is the same thing with the Chameleon. So I'm really interested in this story. That's one of the things that made me pick up this series again, because I had stopped reading it for a moment. I like Nick Spencer, but I was feeling like the whole storyline was getting kind of flat. And I have so much stuff that is in my pull box that, I kind of pulled back a little bit. But this interests me, so I jumped out the boat and grabbed this one as well. So this one is 67. This is 68 with Taskmaster and this other dude on there. I don't know who this guy is yet, but I'll know soon. And this is 69. And this is the ending of it. So I guess with 69, you read the one shot, and then you go back and you read 69, and then maybe 70 to kind of finalize it. But yeah, so we're gonna see what's up with that and go from there. All right, so I usually like to save the best for last. And I got a couple more books. I got Image. I'm about to forget Image. Can't forget Image Comics. They're one of my favorite publishers right now. And this is Spawn number 319. And I haven't been reading it. Being honest, it's something that I've been picking up that I've been meaning to catch up. But I've gotten so deep with collecting these that I've read other stuff to try to catch up. But I got to read these and catch it up so I can read Spawn Universe and find out what that whole drama is about right before it goes into King Spawn. But this is a dope ass cover. This one is the Todd McFarlane cover. I'll put the other covers up so you can check those out. I don't know what this is. This is like a Frankenstein King Kong or whatever, but I don't know how he plays into the story, but this is a hell of a dope cover in my opinion. Alright, so next up from Image Comics, I have Two Moons number 5, and this is written by John Arcudi and Bill Crabtree. And this story's been pretty good. This is, the Native American. He's caught up in the Civil War drama, and he's seeing demons. And the people that are on his side, they want him dead because he killed another officer, his commanding officer or someone, right in front of them because he saw him as a demon rather than a person. So they've been hunting him, and now the demons are trying to get at him because they realize that he can see them, and they know that there's some kind of supernatural power going on. But this has been a slept on series. It's really, really good. And, you know, it's only issue 5, so you should definitely check that out as well. Finally, like I was saying before, saving the best for last. And this is one of the most sought after books right now. And with this particular book, it's funny because there was this crazy buzz about it coming out. And then everybody was putting down pre-orders and everything. And we find out that there was only 2,500 that were supposed to be on the first print run. So I found out there was an original release date that got pushed back. Then the book supposedly was allocated. I'm not sure how that plays into everything, but it didn't come out when it was supposed to. So that drove the demand for the book up even higher than before. And now that that you know it's finally come out, find out that all the comic book stores, a lot of them didn't receive it, but the ones that did receive it, they only got 2 copies. So I had asked about this book a long time ago when I first found out about it. I found out that one of my buddies, Duran in Blurred Core on Facebook, my Facebook group, he apparently has had an issue like a long time ago. So I don't know how different his issue is than what this one is, but they're on the roll and they're about to start putting these books out. But this one, like I say, is an extreme demand. Before I went and picked it up, I found out that on eBay that there was people selling it for anywhere from $200 to $500. I don't know if anybody bid on the $500 or anything like that, but my man Frank at Emerald City Comics, my local comic book shop, he hit me up and he was like, hey, finally White has come in and I got you a copy. The store only got 2 and one of those copies is for you. So I'm super happy about it. And this is the cover of White, and it's from Black Mask. And I don't know if some people are saying Black Mask dropped the ball with how they distribute these books. I don't feel like they dropped the ball because, you know, sometimes you need to like drive the demand up. It's that Jordan mentality. Remember how people that are sneakerheads, when you're trying to buy Jordans, you know that the company can make, you know, an endless supply of them because there's going to be a demand. But it drives the demand up when you know that there's not an endless supply. You know that it drives the interest up when there's not an unlimited supply, and it's like a coveted thing that you want to acquire. And I think that's why the books are selling for so much more, is because a lot of people didn't get to get it that wanted it, and it turned off some people who chose, you know, they're not, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not even gonna buy the book now because of, you know, how it came out. But I paid $3.99. My comic book shop is dope. They sold it for cover price. A lot of other comic book stores are trying to run up the price and sell it for higher. I saw, you know, one guy, he posted where the tag on it said 1 and 2,500, so the price tag was $75. Some other comic book shops are selling it for 100. I think that's wrong. You know, that's not what it was intended for, but I'm not sure if they're even selling things as they're supposed to when it comes to that. I don't know that side of the game, but I'm happy that I got one. So all in all, I got a copy of White. I did actually order 3 more from Things from Another World. That order, it looks like it's gonna go through. A lot of people got their orders canceled. So I'll be happy if I get those other 3 copies. Plus I ordered 2 other variants. I'll see if I get those as well. I'm super excited about the book. To let you know a little bit about the book, I've been telling you all this other stuff, but this is the sequel to the series called Black. And in the series Black, it's a comic book about where black people, only black people, have these superpowers. In this world, in the current society or whatever, intermingled, black people have superpowers, and it's showing how they're navigating, how some of them are finding out that they have powers. But there's this guy, Mr. Man, we'll call him. He's jealous of it, so he's out trying to label these people as terrorists and trying to label them as villains and everything like that. And he's having some of these black people who have these superpowers killed, and he's hunting them down. So in White, the sequel to it, he actually becomes the president of the United States. So he's continuing on his mission against black superpowered individuals, and that's where this storyline is going to take you. He has a couple of people that are, you know, in opposition to his little reign of terror. One of them being the star of the original series Black, Kareem Jenkins. He is back again for this sequel, and he's going to be the main protagonist, with Man being the antagonist of the story. And it's going to be Kareem Jenkins and whoever else he can get together. They're going to battle this individual and keep him from, doing the evil things that the man does. So that's the sequel to Black, and this one is called White. It's a high demand book. If you come across it, you see it, definitely grab it. Check it out. It's gonna be definitely worth the read. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the author's name because I'm gonna mess it up. His name is Kwanzi, and I can't pronounce his last name. You'll see the little graphic so you can see his last name if you can pronounce that. Jamal Engel is the artist on it, and I do believe that this cover is done by one of my favorite artists, Kyrie Randolph. He does amazing work across the board. He's done a lot of work, and this is another one of his classic covers. So definitely check it out, and keep that in mind. If you see it somewhere, you can pick it up, and it's definitely, if it's for a good price, go ahead and buy it. If people are asking for these crazy prices at $250, you may have to evaluate whether you really want to spend $250 on a comic book, especially when it's not like a older book, a Silver Age, or a first appearance or something like that. I hope the value is driven up like that, because if I do get those extra copies, I am definitely going to sell a couple of those, and keep, like the sneakerheads say, one to rock, one to stop. But that's what's in my bag this week. I'm rambling, I'm trying not to, but I appreciate you guys for joining me. Like the little tag down below says, like the video if you're digging it. Go ahead and subscribe. Definitely comment, let me know how you think this vlog is going and where it could go. Give me your opinion on things. Let me know about your collection, or what you really think about the state of comic books these days. If you want to know something, if you're interested in more black superheroes, or more information about black authors and black artists within comics, hit me up. Let me know, because I am going to do individualized videos where I'm going to explore more into that kind of subject matter, and kind of open up everybody's eyes to know that as far as black comic books go, or seeing us represented in comic books, it's opening up. I made a statement a long time ago, especially when I first started collecting comic books again, that I felt like black people were underrepresented, and there has been, I'm not going to say a 360-degree change, 180-degree direction, and where it's exploded now, where almost every comic book is trying to incorporate a black character and to be included. I think that's great on a lot of levels. That's something we need, but there's a lot of black creators and a lot of independent comic books out there that have black characters that you guys can explore as well. So that's just my quick take on it. I got mail. Before I go, let's open some mail. I'm not going to wait a long time to open a package until I get more mail to have one big mail call. So today's bonus from what's in my bag is a mail call. I got mail. Alright, so this is from Jetpack Comics, and they're out of Rochester, New Hampshire. I thought Rochester was in New York, but hey, I'm not a geography major, never was, so I don't know. So let's see what we got in the mail today. It's wrapped kind of okay, but let's see. We got 2 books, and it says this is from Jetpack Comics, 37 North Main Street in Rochester, New Hampshire. Their website is www.jetpackcomics.com, and it says, "Stop by so we can insult you." Ha! That's funny. But speaking of white, these are my variant covers that I ordered of white. Had a feeling that's what it was. I'm happy to have it. This is one of the variant covers, and this is a virgin variant. So they got these out pretty quick, because the release date for these was New Comic Book Wednesday, and they're already in the mail. That's pretty dope. So like I said, right along with White, the main title, now we got some variant covers to go along with that. That was real quick. That was my mail call. Again, I appreciate you guys for joining me. Continue to evolve and continue to kick it with me on Evolutionary Comics. Holla at your boy. So, You thought I was gonna let y'all get out of here without reminding y'all to like if you like it. If you don't, like it anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You know, all of that stuff helps me. Help me continue to evolve. And it's all about evolving. Because that's why this is Evolutionary Comics, baby. Ha ha ha.